This unit here is the embedded version of Trend Even Signal, which includes a summary of that page, a contextual summary. It includes a question and answer dialogue, and it can be also used in as overlay. So you can basically put it on various pages on your site. The other thing, apart from just answering questions, is providing questions, which is where we think is going to be the next kind of frontier, which isn't just how well does my answer engine answer my buyer's question, but can we suggest the best next question? Because remember, at the end of the day, our mission here isn't just to be static and passive. Is think of a seller, right? They need to guide a buyer. They need to help it understand if it's a good fit for them, and to recommend even questions. So this is what we do here. We have what we call common questions, which are essentially guiding questions, which are based off of the insights that we have on which content is converting, on the audience, on the specific visitor. And again, we look at our role or the seller's role as a guide, right? It has to guide your buyers. So this is just from the front end experience. I think what's exciting is really the back end, which is the ability to automatically ingest all the content on your website. You can define for which areas of your website Trend Even Signal gets this content, and you can configure it. And the reason it's important is because a lot of time hallucinations or bad answers come, guess what, from bad content. Maybe you have some old content on my site. If the LLM ingests it, it thinks it doesn't have a way to understand if it's relevant or not relevant. It looks at it as a source of information. So you want to be able to control which content the engine is using to provide answers. So that's the first level. The second level is to create a grounded or a gold standard of answers and grounding questions. And so Trend Even automatically generates those grounding questions. And together with Scratch, we can provide an answer audit that basically says, well, does this answer the question correctly? Or do we have some content gaps or scanning gaps that we need to address? Once those questions are approved, they can be guiding questions as well. So these are just some of these examples of how to really use your website and your first party content as a platform to first evaluate your answer posture. And the reason that's important, well, guess what? When an LLM crawls your website and it looks at this page, it can also scan this summary, which is really effective for it. So it can help with your external discoverability and GEO. But more importantly, when somebody asks a question on your company or your product and the LLM comes to your website, you can then understand whether the LLM will answer it correctly through this process of grounding questions.